we came in, somebody sent me a message and sent to me, Pastor, that place that you prayed for me, the job that you prayed for me and gave me a prophetic word. You know, there are people who know how to do this kind of thing. He said, that word, that job you prayed for me and gave me a prophetic word, you said I should go and receive it. Pastor, I've gone for the interview, the last stage of the interview. I finished. They said that I failed. And Pastor, I want to let you know, as I was coming out, they now sent me a proper email and to send me an email and told me that I failed and all that. And because I failed, I don't have opportunity to get anything in that organization. And the person said, Pastor, I just sent you this test to inform you that I have failed. And that word that you gave me did not work. Yes, if I had my phone, I would have shown you. He said, that word did not work. I replied the message. I said, go and tell the people that send the email that the email is wrong. I say, I know the word that I gave you. By two immutable things, it is impossible for God to lie. I say, go and tell them that I said that the email is wrong. He replied me, say, Pastor, I will do it though. Are you saying I should do it? I said, go and do it. And once I sent it, the devil came and whispered to me, he's still your member. Remember, you will not live in America forever. When you finish, you're coming back. People of God, when you know the God you serve. The Bible says they that do know their God will be strong and they will do exploits. And then he said, Pastor, I typed the email. He said, I use exactly the same words that you used when you were talking to me. I think that this failure, they've told you failed at the interview. Wrote you, now added an email in order to cement it. And then he replied, wrote HR back. I said, you sent me the wrong email. I couldn't have failed in this interview, and sent it to them. Do you know, he said to me 10 minutes later, while he was still on the way going, HR replied and said, wow, that was a mistake. How did you find out? Please, can you come back and take your appointment letter? What God cannot do does not exist. Let me announce to 7 persons here under the sound of my voice, wherever you had no, wherever you had no, wherever you had no, in another 21 days, you will get a yes. 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 Let your amen turn down. You know, the truth is that high-end shops are not meant for everybody. Am I correct? High-end shops are not meant for everybody. There are people, oh no, you know how it is that you look at some things. I still do it till tomorrow. You know, you look at some things, say, how does someone buy a shoe? I remember some time ago, someone walked into my office, and then I said to her, oh, in Nigeria, you can imagine Nigeria. I told her, your shoe is really nice, sister. And she said, it's fine, yeah, pastor, yeah. And then she told me how many dollars she bought it. So because I couldn't calculate, I said, so Nigerian money, how much is it? And I said about 1.2 million. I said, Chineke na yeje issue. Like, did you use 1.2 million naira to wear shoe and put it on the ground? Why didn't it lift you up? You should just be walking in the air by reason of the shoe that you can. You know what? I swallowed the way I felt. I couldn't wait for her to leave. And I was waiting for my pastors to come in. As soon as the guy said, can you imagine that sister that just walked here? That she told me that her shoe, she used 1.2. I was so upset. 1.2 million to buy shoe. Look at them. Look at the way they are wasting money. Pastor, keep quiet. You can't handle it. You can't handle it. The light is bigger than your understanding. And so this is the way it is. Some people cannot handle you. And all they do is to run their mouth. You have not been created to roll with the chickens. And so just in case you are irritated by my line, it's okay. You cannot handle my light. And when you win, not everybody will clap. Did you hear what I just said right now? When you win, not everybody will clap. You know why? They can't handle you. And the truth is that, why should it be you all the time? Why did you win here? Why did you win there? Why? The more they ask why, the more God opens another door. The more they say, why should it be you? The more God opens another door. Please help me give your neighbor a little shoulder and tell your neighbor, you can't handle the light that is coming. On my way, tell your neighbor, can you handle it? Tell your neighbor, say, can you handle it? Ask your neighbor, can you handle it? Ask your neighbor, I say, can you handle it? If you understand it, can you shout yes? And so no matter how bad I felt that somebody was using 1.2 million naira to put on the ground, and I was complaining, and I had in my company people who were like me as well, because all of us know that none of my pastors told me, pastor, that's their level. None of them. No, sir, it's wrong. All these people, rich people, they would just be using 1.2 million naira to buy shoe. Why? Yes, yeah. And we're all angry, and we're just angry and all that. And when I finished, not too long, my wife entered. I told my wife the story, said, now what to fear? Why are people doing this type of thing and all that? The next day, my wife brought up the matter again with me and said, buddy, I've still been thinking about that 1.2 million naira. I said, I thought about it last night, and I made up my mind that poverty is worrying us. There is a level where you will get to, and you discover that these things are supposed to be your natural way of life. That is the truth. That is the truth. Why are you not going to buy everything at $1 shop? You started from there, but that's not where you are. You are making progress. You are moving, and you're living according to the capacity that God has given you. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, can you handle my light?